so let's get started. So, what did we learn yesterday? Who remembers? Yes, Ami.
Nothing.
Nothing.
We use recap.
We did just.
Units of fractions review.
Okay.
Units of measurement review.
A unit
We learned
measurement.
nothing. We did a recap.
We did a recap of units of measurement. Yeah. And interestingly, even if see, Pradeep sir, you can see that my kids can say we didn't learn nothing, and that is because they know a lot of things, and when we do recap, they feel that we are not learning anything new, which is correct. But then now the thing is, when we did a recap of unit of measurement, we realized that most of us, including me, were not knowing how the conversion between different units work when it comes to customary system volume units, correct? And when we did the revision, we were able to at least recall some of those. All right. So what are we going to learn today then? Units of measurement we did yesterday. What are we going to learn today?
Geometry.
Geometry. Okay.
That's what you said yesterday.
Yeah. No. See, I'm a very old guy. I keep forgetting,
I'm
right?
okay with this.
You guys have to keep on reminding me. Okay. No, jokes apart. So Mandeep, are you okay learning geometry today?
I don't know how to do that.
No, don't worry about that. I'm going to teach. I will try and make it easy for you guys. Okay. That's my job. Okay. So just pay attention. If you get any confusion, any doubt in between, let me know, and no, I'll come back to it.
Okay.
All right. So I have a very boring style of. I'm so happy. What happened, Akshara? So happy because of
Holidays. I like geometry.
you like geometry. Okay. So that's what I was wondering. Dashera just got over. Now she's happy because the Dashera got over, or is it because she's happy the Diwali is going to come soon? All right.
Diwali.
Okay. All right.
I like
Let's.
geometry, so my dad got me this.
Oh, cool. So let's get started then. So when we talk about geometry, Wait, that's it.
By a priest.
Move.
He's on a trip to Canada.
Okay. Move a little bit so that I can see you. Okay. So when you say geometry, it has two parts: geo and metry. Okay. Geo means this relates to something called shapes, and metry relates to something with measurement.
I am familiar from shapes.
Who? Who is familiar with shapes? Everybody? That's okay. See, again, just being familiar with shapes is one part of it. But when we learn geometry, we have to make sure that we know the properties of the shapes, because that is what is your foundation, that is what is your building block. What happened to Yuganya? Okay, see you back. So Yuga is not here, Tasvik is not here. Who else is missing? Okay, we'll find it out. So, when we talk about geometry, it's made of two words, geo and metry. Metry is nothing but it's something that stands for measurement, and geo stands for different types of shapes. So, in a sense, when you talk about geometry, it relates to knowing the shapes and how do you do measurements with those shapes. It could be simple shapes, it could be complex shapes. We'll learn about all of them. Okay? So, let's get started. Now, everybody in the class who thinks that they know about the shapes, this is a time for you to do recap and tell me if you are missing something. So, somebody has to tell me the difference between the three. Yep, Sammy.
So the top one is a line. The line would never end on either side.
Mm-hmm.
The other one is a line segment. It has a specific point where it starts and a specific point where it ends.
Very nice.
And then the third one is a ray. It has a specific point where it starts and no specific end point.
Wonderful. Salini, what is your
I was about to say the
Same thing.
Sammy.
see? That is why when you have friends who know things, you can say same as Sami. Okay. So next time when Salini says something and if she says it right, Sami also can say the same thing, same as Salini. All right, Akshara, what would be your response?
I think because like first one is so bigger and it has arrows two sides and the middle one it is small and it doesn't have arrows. And the third one it's like doesn't have it has only one arrow. So yeah.
And again, remember one thing, in geometry, whatever we learn, these are the things that we see around us. There is nothing hypothetical, nothing virtual, nothing unknown to us. Now, if you look at line, so for everybody, just doing a summary of this. When you look at line, like what Salini and Sami said, it's just a direction. It just says this is the direction. Since my board is small, I have to stop it here. I can maximum go up to here or here, but then I have to stop. If my Nihan.
So are we gonna learn about like parallel lines and perpendicular lines too?
Yeah. We will start with 1, we'll go to 2, we'll go to 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and we'll learn about all those shapes, the properties, how to find out area, perimeter, everything. Okay? So when you look at the first one, it's a line, it's nothing but a direction. It has no starting or ending point, it's just a direction. Okay? And if I had a much bigger board, I could have stretched it further. Where if you look at the second one, it's a line segment, a piece of a line. From the line, I took a piece from here to here and I said, okay, this is my line segment. What it means is this is a starting and ending point. You don't see an arrow. You just have 2 points, you join them, that made a line, that became a line segment. Okay? Now, when you talk about ray, this is half line segment. That's how you can say. Meaning, on one side you have a direction. If I have a bigger board, I could have stretched it further. But one side is fixed. It's like, everybody has seen my phone. It's like my phone. See the lights starting from here, going in that direction. Correct? Same thing here. Starting from here, going that direction. That's a ray. And when you guys grow up, when you learn physics in higher grades, you will see that this is exactly what is called ray. A light originating or starting from one place, going in a certain direction. That's called a ray. So this represents a ray. Yeah. Now, this is all we need to know. So basically, from a usage point of view, we keep saying, okay, this is one line. This is not a line. This is a line segment. If you want to be accurate with your statement. Yeah. But for normal usage, we don't really pay much attention. We just say, okay, fine. This is a line, and that is okay from understanding point of view. But this is a line segment, piece of a line. Yeah. Now this is just a beginning. We started with one line segment or array. Now what if I have 2 line segments or 2 lines meeting somewhere here at a point?
Right.
What is it? Nihan, go ahead.
An acute angle.
Okay, so that's the perfect answer, but I will still go slow, meaning when the 2 lines meet somewhere or line segments meet somewhere, that makes an angle. Okay?
Yeah, right angle triangle.
Wait, don't go far. So Mandeep, you're fine, right? When the two line segments or lines meet each other, see this is a relationship. See, if let's say my two hands are two lines, they are very close, they are very far, even far, even far, even far, even far.
Yes, like
How?
let it reflect from the mirror and go up.
Yeah. So basically, what I'm saying is, this is close, this is far, farther, farther, very far. How do I define it? In math, they call it angle. If the lines are very close, the angles are is very less, and like lines are far, angle is more, 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 more. No more. All right. So this is the way it is measured. How far or close the lines are. That's what is angle. Yeah. So here you will see the different types of angles. They have given different names. So um, there's an equipment like this. Do you know what is it called? Where you will see 10, 15, 20 written here. Yeah, Nihan, tell me what is it called?
I know what it's called, but I forgot the name. It's been like a lifetime.
Shalini, do you remember?
Yeah, it's like you measure, you like use it to like measure what's the degrees of the.
Yes, correct. Do you know what is the name of the equipment?
I think I forgot. I don't.
Let's see what Sammy says.
Protractor.
Protector. Yeah?
Yeah, I was about to say that. I was like,
Yeah.
how to it's into the art.
Where did Yaganya go? She's back. Yaganya, can you hear me okay? Okay. I'm assuming that is a yes. And she's not wanting to talk to me. That is fine. Okay, so this is a protector. We use this for measuring the angles. So now, when your line segments or lines are very close, meaning this angle is small, less value. Or second situation where the angles are, when the lines are like the two walls. This is your ground and this is the wall, right? If you look at your room, you'll see that okay. If you look at the base of the room, there's a base and there's a wall standing on it like this. And there's a situation like this. This is very small. This is more bigger. This is even bigger. Very small. Small things are cute. Yeah?
And that's acute.
Acute angle. Yeah? Right? No, nobody will call me cute, right? You will never call me cute, yeah? No, so I'm not small anymore. So anything that is small is called cute, like you guys. Okay? So, and in math we say angle when it is less than 90 degree. Okay? That's called acute angle. Yeah? And then this is, look at this. You look at your room where you have a base and then you have a wall. When the wall is perpendicular, it's making 90 degree, meaning the wall looks stable, firm. The wall is right. It's called a right angle.
Right hand.
It's called right angle.
I mean, it's always right with it.
Yeah. Now, this is when your wall is falling on your neighbor's wall, okay? Meaning when the angle is more than 90 degree. That's called obtuse angle. So there are three angles. When the angle is small or acute, it's called acute angle, meaning the angle is less than 90 degree. When the angle is just right, meaning the wall is just right. If my wall is falling like this, how is it going to break? If it's going this way, that is also not right. Correct? This is right. I can be confident that okay, my room is not going to break. So when this position is right, that is what is called right angle. Yeah. And then when my wall is falling on my neighbor's wall, that is obtuse. Yep. So acute angle, right angle, and obtuse angle. Now you will say, okay, this is my one line segment, and this is my other line segment. AB is my one line segment, and CA is my other line segment. When they are making a straight line, that is called Yanihan.
Wait, are we learning about the straight angle?
Yeah, that is straight angle. So when we are learning angles, we knew about three angles. This is the fourth type of angle. Yeah. So this is called straight angle, meaning when the two line segments make a straight line, meaning make a straight line, straight angle. Yeah. And this is nothing but 180 degree. So there are four flavors we saw. When the yeah.
So your walls crushed your neighbor's house. Both of the walls fell.
Yeah, So basically we demolished the house.
Yeah.
Yeah. So here this when the lines or line segments are very close to each other, making small angle, looking very cute, less than 90 degree, it's called acute angle. When the position of my wall is just right, 90 degree, that is a right angle. When my wall is falling on my neighbor's wall, about to fall, that is obtuse angle. And when it literally falls and makes a straight line, when my wall and my neighbor's wall is like this, that is a straight angle. Making a straight line, that's a straight angle. Yeah. So these are the four types of angles. Yes, Salni. Show me the example. You have to describe it also. If you don't describe it, I would not understand.
It's always right, so that's why it's called the right angle.
Yes. So you will see most of the places, right? When you say turn right, if you are going this way, let's say. See, these are the things that we learn, right? They are going to be part of our life. We are actually going to use it. Yes, Yanvi, you are saying something?
Is there such thing as a left angle?
Not really. Not that I know. We can make it up though, if you want to.
I'll search it up.
Okay. So see, if I am going in this direction, somebody says turn right. I don't turn this way. I turn this way.
That's right.
Yeah. So that's why right is always right. Yep. 90 degrees. Yep. Alright. So we started with a line segment and ray. Then we started with two lines or line segments, how they make angles. Yeah. Now life doesn't stop there. We'll go beyond. So now we have two lines touching each other, meeting somewhere. What if they don't meet? What if my two lines or line segments don't meet? What is it? Mandeep, any guess?
They spread out.
Okay. How about okay? Let's see what Shyamji said. Then I'll go to Sami. Yeah. Parallel lines. Parallel lines.
And there is a such thing called as a left angle, but it's rarely used.
That would have been my guess too. If I'm going here, say right turn, right angle, left turn, left angle. That might be the case, but I've not used that in math. People don't talk about it. That's why I'm not trying to give you an extra information to get worried. Yeah, Chira.
I think same has shown me like it's a parallel line.
Yes.
Like so.
Right. So when you talk about a parallel line, you're talking about a pair of lines. There are two lines which are parallel to each other. Yeah.
Parallel.
parallel. So again, I will pronounce the way with lot of influence of my Indian accent. You guys might pronounce it a little differently. Yeah, parallel lines. So there are two lines which are parallel to each other. Meaning, will they ever meet? They don't meet, because if they meet, they will make angle. We are talking about parallel lines. They will stay friends, but with some distance, and that distance will not change. So this is like a friend A and B, two friends. They know each other. They very well know each other, but they will say, okay, you have COVID, I have COVID. Let's maintain 6 feet distance. Yeah, and they will maintain that distance always. Okay. Meaning,
Very far away from you.
what is that?
Bees meet and the A's you and bees. We have distance between us.
Right.
And that's also units of measurement.
That's also unit measurement. But yeah, coming back to the point, you and I will not be parallel lines because I will anyways invite you guys for the test. So we will meet someday. Parallel lines don't meet. Okay?
Yes. It's like one is from another country, but they'll never meet.
They will not meet. Yep. So, on a serious note, the distance between the two parallel lines remains fixed. If you look at the line making angle or meeting somewhere, look at the distance here, look at the distance here, look at the distance here, look at the distance here. And if I keep stretching the lines, the distance keeps on changing. Whereas,
Bigger.
yeah, in case of parallel lines, no matter how far I go, the distance between them remains same. Like a railway track. Yeah? Alright? Now, let's go to, let's try and understand a little bit more about parallel lines. If I have a pair of parallel lines, there is a third line that cuts across both of them. What is that called? Yeah, yes, Ami.
Intersecting lines.
Intersecting line. It intersects both of them, right? So this is called intersecting line. Yeah?
I was about to say that.
Now, so see, again, a lot of things that I have told so far, I know you all, most of you already know. Okay? But when I go to next level, meaning when we learn further, that is when you will see that all these properties, all the behavior, all the the knowledge about these things, these shapes that we're talking about, that will come handy for us to solve more complex problems. And it's very important for us to know the concepts, to be able to relate. Now, we have not talked about rectangle yet, but if you look at the board, this is nothing but a rectangle, right? So, all the things that we learn in geometry, you will see that there are things around you that you can relate with. If you talk about circle, look at your dad's car's wheel, it's a circle. Look at the fan, it's a circle. Yeah, if you make the fan rotate, it will make a perfect circle, right? So all the things that we learn in geometry, if you are not going to relate, if you are not going to see something with that shape, that means we are missing something. Jaganya, you are getting dropped off over and again. Again and again. Seems some problem with the network, is it? Yeah, you cannot hear me.
Yes, sir. Just kicking me off. I don't know.
Okay. No, I'm just trying to make sure that you're not missing something. Okay. So when we talk about parallel lines, these are two parallel lines. First thing that should come to our mind is the distance between the lines will remain the same. It will never change. Unlike the lines making angle. Okay. Now, this is the third line which is crossing this, which is called intersecting line. small thing that you would want to know, when the two lines intersect, what do you see here? This is one angle, this is another angle, this is another angle, this is another angle, this is angle number 5, this is angle number 6, this is angle number 7, this is angle number 8. What do you see? There are 8 angles made here. Yeah? Suddenly here. I want everybody's attention here. So when you have two lines, two parallel lines, and a third line intersects them, that makes 8 angles altogether. Okay? As you can see on the screen. Now, there are some names given to these angles. There are some names given to these angles. This angle and this angle are called. Yep, Jnanihan, go ahead.
Acute.
These are acute angle, but I'm saying there's a name for it. It's called in the context of parallel line. They are called corresponding angles.
Oh, right, I got triangle.
No. There's no triangle yet. These angles are called corresponding angles. See, this angle is above one parallel line. This angle is above the second parallel line. You move this side. I cannot see you. Okay? Yes. So this angle and this angle both. See, both the angles are on one side of this intersecting line, and this is above this line and this is above this line. They are called corresponding angles. Yes, Yanvi.
What is it called again?
Corresponding angle.
Okay.
Similarly, this is one pair of angle that we looked at. If I talk about this angle and this angle, they are also called corresponding angle, because again both are on the same side of this intersecting line, and this one is below this line and this one is below the second parallel line. They are called corresponding angle. Similarly, if I look at this one, let's call it 3, this called 4, and let's call this 5. Tell me which two are corresponding angles here out of the 3. Yes, Ami.
The ones on top of each line. Angles 3 and 4.
3 and 4. 3 and 4 are corresponding angles. That was more like a trick question. I was just trying to see if you are able to visualize it or not. If I would have chosen this as angle 4 and this as 5, these two are corresponding angles, because both are on the same side of the intersecting line and both are below the parallel lines. Okay?
Sir,
Yeah.
what would happen if, let's say angle 4 stays where it is, but angle 5 will switch the sides. It will move to the other side of the line. Will they still be corresponding? No, not like that. The other side, but still below.
Here?
Yeah, like that.
No, this will not be corresponding angle. Okay?
Oh.
So corresponding angle is on the same side. Yes, Anvi.
What about like did we talk about 5 and 6?
What is that?
Did we talk about the 5 and 6's? The angle?
Right. No, so we are just relating what is a corresponding angle. Okay.
Okay.
So if I am talking about this angle, the corresponding angle to this angle will be this angle on the same side of this line, and if this is below, this has to be below. If I am talking about this angle, the corresponding angle will be same side, and if this is above the parallel line, this is above the parallel line. These two are corresponding angles. Okay. So now since you will understand what is a corresponding angle, meaning if you have pair of parallel lines and the third line intersects, this angle and this angle are called corresponding angles, and they are same. Corresponding angles have same value. If you are talking about a pair of parallel lines and the third line intersects them, the corresponding angles are same. Okay? So that is why I was stressing so much on corresponding angles, because I have taught parallel lines, but I don't think I had explained what is a corresponding angle, right, Salini? So that's the new information that I'm giving you guys, that if you have a pair of parallel lines and the third line intersects them, the corresponding angles will be same. Meaning this, if this is 40 degrees, this will be 40 degrees. If this is 70 degrees, this will be 70 degree, because these two are corresponding angles. If this is 140 degree, this will be 140 degree. Okay, because corresponding angles are same. Yeah. Alright, so we dealt with one line, we talked about line segment, rays, then we went to two lines where we saw angles, three varieties of angles, four varieties of angles actually. We saw acute angle, right angle, obtuse angle and straight angle. Then we also saw when the lines are not meeting each other, they are called parallel lines. And we looked at the property that we see with two parallel, a pair of parallel lines being intersected by a third line, corresponding angles are same. Oh, Aditi is missing. That's what I was wondering. Oh, Aditi had a birthday party today. That's what she was saying yesterday. So Aditi, Yug, and Tasvik, 3 kids are missing today.
What about Gautam?
And Gautam, 4 kids. Gautam also would not be able to join today. That's what I got to know yesterday. His mom told. So there are 4 kids missing actually. Alright. So we looked at one line.
Gautam didn't attend yesterday either, did he?
Yeah, he did not.
Yeah.
So we talked about single line and the flavors of it. We looked at 2 lines and the flavor of it. Be it angles, be it parallel lines. Now, shall we go to 3? After 1 and 2, 3 comes, right? Okay. So this is when you start closing things. So far we were talking about parallel lines, open, anybody can enter, anybody can exit. If you're talking about angles, anybody can enter and go out. When you look at this, as soon as you hit 3 lines, as soon as you have shape with 3 sides, that is a closed shape. Once you are entered, you are locked. You are locked. Yeah?
It's a polygon.
It's a polygon. So, poly stands for many. Poly means many. So there are 5 kids missing. Now I realized. Yug is not here. Tasvik is not here. Ishan is not here. And then Gautam is not here. And then Aditi. Total 5 kids missing. Alright. So, poly means many. So, meaning any shape which has multiple sides. It's called polygon. Do you know what is a pentagon? Pentagon, all the kids